Yo, what's going on guys? Arekkz here and welcome to my first Final Fantasy XIV video. If you guys follow me on Twitter, then you'll likely know that I've been playing a lot of this game as of late. It is something that I really enjoy and I genuinely want to bring Final Fantasy XIV coverage to the channel on the run up to Stormblood. I haven't made any videos yet because I've been spending a lot of time learning everything there is to know about the game and trying to gather as much knowledge as possible so that I can make some useful videos for you guys. However, today was the last Final Fantasy Fan Fest, and during this, among a load of other stuff, they also announced the second and final job being added in Stormblood, the Samurai. So, in this video, I wanted to quickly recap all the information covered in the keynote in the event you missed it and don't have an hour to catch up by watching it yourself. Of course, if you do enjoy this and you do find it helpful, then a like would be super appreciated, and comment down below if you have any questions and also let me know what you think. Now, there's quite obviously a lot to go through, but let's start with the main event, the thing that everyone wants to know about, the Samurai. Going into the event today, there were suspicions that the new job might either be Samurai or Blue Mage, and if it was Samurai, the question then was would it be DPS or Tank? After all, Red Mage was announced as a DPS, so surely there was an opening elsewhere, right? Wrong. Stormblood is only going to be introducing two jobs, both of which are DPS. The Samurai is a melee DPS class. They said that they were happy with the way the game exists right now, and adding another tank or healer would have made it a lot harder to balance, so this time round it's just DPS. The Samurai's main weapon is the Katana, and each Katana in-game comes with its own unique scabbard so that each weapon feels unique. There is no starting class, so you can begin directly as a Samurai, much like Red Mage, and right now the tentative starting level is 50. Also worth noting that the Samurai quest still begins in the Eorzean areas once you've completed the 3.5 story, of course. As for how the Samurai plays, being a melee DPS, you engage your foes up close with your Katana, and you'll be using equipment that falls into the same category as the Monk. As a Samurai, you'll be learning traditional Eastern swordplay techniques such as XIV, and with these you're capable of dealing massive damage single-handedly. You master the art of Sen, and the three forces Setsu, Getsu, and Ka. During combat, you store energy in your Katana, and you can then use this energy to unleash special attacks, as you can see in the gameplay. So it's obviously going to be about attacking, building this up, and then using this to deliver your massive single-handed damage. It is important to note though that one of the keys to playing this role well will be working out when to unleash their power, so timing is going to be everything. Now for the time being, that's all we have on the Samurai, so moving over to the rest of the keynote, let's talk wider details about the upcoming expansion. First up, they're going to be expanding the world map in Stormblood. So up until now, our adventures were of course limited to the continent of Aldenard, but now Stormblood brings us to Othard. Also for the collectors out there, this world map, the kind of picture you see here, will be included in the collector's edition. So in Stormblood, not only are you going to be liberating Alamigo, but also Doma. Heavensward focused on one major city, Ishgard, but they said that in Stormblood you're going to be going back and forth between these two cities, probably delivering cheese in the process. Now, a couple of noteworthy characters here, Yugiri and Gosetsu. Interesting thing here is that Yugiri's gear is going to be the design of the AF3 or the Artifact Ninja gear. So ninjas, you might want to take a closer look at this. And of course, Gosetsu is a samurai. Stormblood is also going to introduce a new player city called Kugane. This is a port town on the island chain of Hingashi. There will also be new field areas in Othard, one of which is called the Ruby Sea, which is connected to Kugane and will be one of the first areas that you visit. This area is also home to the Kojin Beast tribe, who are commonly found near the Ruby Sea. They're said to be skilled traders who welcome dealings with other races, and they're most comfortable in the water and have even built settlements under the sea. In fact, during the conference, Yoshi-P actually took a moment to sort of highlight this and sort of, really drill down on the fact that the Kojin like the sea, and the fact that 4.0 is also going to introduce swimming and diving, so whether that means there'll be a settlement that we can kind of go to under the sea or out in the ocean, who knows, but it is something that they focused on. Anyway, of course, with a new beast tribe comes a new primal, and in this case that's going to be Lord of the Revel Susano. On top of that, some of the other areas include Yangzhou, which is where you'll find Doma, and this area is controlled by the Garlean Empire, and you'll also have the Azim Steppe, which is the first expansive plains type area in Final Fantasy XIV, but it's also going to be where you'll find various nomadic tribes too. Of course, with the new expansion comes new dungeons, and while the team are currently hard at work on these, we did get some footage to show off some of the areas, which you can of course see in the background, and there's definitely a really cool pirate theme going on here. And then finally, at least for the new information, they confirmed that Stormblood will also introduce a 4th residential area, Shirogane. This is a Far Eastern area in Hingashi, and to match the aesthetic, they're also going to be introducing Far Eastern themed furnishings too. They did of course say that when the time is right, they'll open up plot purchases, but alongside that, they're also going to be introducing a move feature in the event that you want to move your free company to this new area. And for those of you guys big on housing, they're also going to be doubling the amount of furnishing capacity for all estates in 4.0. So, that is pretty much it. That's all the new information we got from today's FanFest. However, in the event you've missed the previous ones, then here's a super quick 4.0 recap. Your main antagonists are going to be the Guardian Empire and Legata Xenos. The new areas are of course Alamigo, Doma and other Far Eastern locales. The 2 new jobs are Red Mage and Samurai, both of which are DPS. The new level cap is going from 60 to 70. The battle system is going to be revamped and retooled. There will be new gear and crafting recipes, more areas to explore, new beast tribes and primals, increased inventory capacity. They're also going to be updating the PC minimum spec requirements, so they do recommend that if you are currently playing on a 32-bit operating system, that you upgrade to 64-bit. Also in line with this, 4.0 marks the end of PlayStation 3 support, so if you guys are playing on PS3, then it's going to be time to switch up to either PS4 or of course PC. On top of that, there's the new swimming and diving mechanic, a new raid, the Interdimensional Rift Omega. There will of course be a little bit of story in part 2 of patch 3.5 to lead up to this, and a new Alliance Raid 2, Return of Ivalice. So that is pretty much it. That is your quick recap in case you guys missed anything. As mentioned, this is also going to mark the start of Final Fantasy XIV coverage on this channel alongside all the other games that I cover too. I'll try and keep you guys up to date on all the important information on the run up to Stormblood, and of course I'll add in extra videos as and where I feel it's relevant. But until then, thank you for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.